What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Nothing But Net, Philadelphia Sixers postgame show on Stream Punk Entertainment. Sixers lose another one on the 50th game of the year to the Heat, 108 to 101 on a pretty horrible offensive performance from really both teams from the jump. Off a night where Embiid drops a triple-double in his return from not playing since like the beginning of January. And then they come out and have a pretty lackluster performance. Paul George returns and didn't really do anything. Paul George he pretty much just went out there for 32 minutes and ran up and down the court. And he had 3 threes, 2 of them in the third quarter, and then he had 1 in the fourth. And that was about it. That was about all he contributed in his return. Caleb Martin, KJ Martin, obviously not available because they got traded away. Caleb Martin to the Mavs, and excuse me, and KJ Martin getting traded to the Pistons, all before the trade deadline. So on nights like this, where it's literally just Maxey being able to put up points and help you offensively, it sucks. It sucks that they can't get the job done. It sucks that you got guys like Paul George who are supposed to be here to win these sort of games. 9 points, 32 minutes, 3 for 11 shooting. Again, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. I mean, he didn't give you anything. He didn't give you anything. And a guy who's getting paid that much should be giving you at least 8 more points to be able to win a game like this against a Heat team who is dealing with the drama of their own here in the second quarter. They made the announcement Jimmy Butler's out of there. He's going to Golden State, and the Heat are getting a nice little haul in return. Wiggins, Kyle Anderson, and someone else. I can't think of who it was, but they're going over there in return for uh, uh, Jimmy Butler, and Josh Richardson and someone else are going to um I can't think of it right now. I want to say the Pistons as well. They're going there. But they're dealing with their own drama. Bam Adebayo, he was in foul trouble early on. And in the second half turned it on for them. I mean, he hit that key bucket in the fourth quarter. It seemed like he hit a few key buckets at that foul line, that mid-range jumper, throughout this game, especially in the second half when he was more available. He finished the night 33 minutes, 8 for 16 shooting. He hit a big 3 in the third to go along with a few other guys. But he finished with 18, 13 rebounds, double-double, contributed 4 other assists. It was a night. These are the games that really piss me off with the Sixers. Is you come off a back-to-back. You knew you weren't getting Embiid. You got Embiid for last night, and he drops a triple-double. Excuse me. And offense was looking good. And then they come out, super slow start, 34.8% shooting in the first quarter, 2 for 11 shooting threes in the second quarter. Paul George, like I said, no points in the first quarter. It was all Oubre, Yabu, and Maxey. But then Maxey finishes 11 for 27. Under 50% shooting, under 40% shooting, 3 for 10 from 3, 5 assists, 2 rebounds, or 3 rebounds, 31 points. I mean, yeah, this is like his 26, or not 26. This is like his 12th or 13th game in a row now where he's giving you over 30 points, 30 plus points. But when no one else is helping out, it's kind of all for nothing. Kyle commenting what's going on, dude. Rough loss. Yeah, it definitely is, especially when this could have been a win against a higher seeded opponent right now in the East. I think they're sitting in like 5th place in the East, and the Sixers still sitting. They're sitting a game behind um, Chicago in the 11th spot. So this was a game where riding off a high of a game where, like I said, Embiid um, had a triple double in his return and played well. I mean, you could see the difference in the team overall. Games like that, they help Maxey out. And a night like this, where he's tired. You saw him in the second quarter. At one point, I thought he was injured, but he was just hunched over, um, tired. He was tired from the night before, from leaving it out there and all the minutes that he's been playing. I mean, he's been carrying this team to at least be in a shot to play in, at least in the play-in tournament, if they can get there. But they're not going to get there if they have nights like this, continuous nights where Paul George is giving you 3 for 11 shooting, 9 points. I mean, all off threes where Yabu's giving you that. This Paul George is getting paid millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars. If this game isn't an example of why they need to make a trade for whomever, I'm not going to say KD. I don't know who's out there anymore. All these dominoes have been falling. It's been a crazy trade market or trade deadline already ever since the Luka trade. But I don't even know if it's worth it. Hero had it going early on in the first quarter, continued all throughout the game. In the second quarter, though, Sixers, they gave you hope. Reggie Jackson went on his own little 8-0 run, gave you a little flash from the past, flash from when his days in Denver. 3 offensive rebounds though, in that one possession killed the Sixers, and it was one of those nights. I saw some people on Twitter talking about how they need, the Sixers need another big, and it's true. You can't rely on Embiid. Drummond hasn't played in weeks. Yabusele, he's exhausted. Bona gave you a good game. 18 minutes, efficient, 4 for 5 shooting, 5 boards, didn't commit any fouls, 11 points. But he's got to give you more of that in those. He's got to be able to give you that in, can he give you 8 for 10 shooting for 22 points in, 28, 30 minutes of playtime. So Eric Gordon, he didn't do anything in his 26 minutes off the bench. And then you roll over to the Heat's bench and 2 guys. One of them didn't miss a shot until it was there was like 3 minutes left in the game. Jovic, he killed the Sixers off the bench. 36 minutes, 8 for 9 shooting, 3 for 4 from 3, 5 boards, 7 assists. I mean, damn, 23 points. Crazy night. I mean, he had that big block on Oubre. And I thought it was a foul at first, and then they slowed it down on the replay, and it was all ball. It was all ball. So he had a great game, and then scary Terry Rozier, 27 minutes, 8 for 17 shooting, 3 for 7 from 3, 5 boards, 2 assists, and 20 points. At one point, I think he had like 18 or 15 points in only like 6 minutes of playing time. So, the Heat they're in good shape with some of the guys that they got coming in return for him. So good on them. Good on them on a night that the Sixers forced 22 turnovers and were able to get 25 points off those turnovers. They lose by 7. They lose by 7. I think they let me pull this up here. I think they won the free throw battle too. Oh no, pretty even. 16 to 20 and 15 to 20. But look at this shooting. 47% for the Heat, 38.5% from the Sixers. And a lot of that you can point to Paul George struggling and then Maxey having to force the issue. Force shots up. Try to keep him in the game. My grades for some of these, I'll go Miami Heat. I mean, considering what they're dealing with, all the drama, I'm sure that news got broke to the team there in the second quarter. They come out, they have a good defensive performance both on both ends, and they have their bench step up. So I give an A to Jovic on the Heat. Tyler Hero, give him a B plus. These are just you expect this out of Tyler Hero. This is really his team now, you know. And Bam, I'll give Bam a B minus for getting in foul trouble early. But then that second half, he had a stellar second half. Key shots. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I forgot that Kevin Love even played basketball anymore. I forgot that he played on the Heat. Um, and now let's get into some of these. And I'll give the Heat overall. I'll give them a B. Give them a B plus for the game that they played. Sixers. Paul George. F. What a failure. F for failure. Cliche, I know, but he sucked. He sucked. I'm so sick of the Paul George experiment. They're not going to find a trade partner for him. So, oh well. I just don't believe that they're going to find anyone to take on his contract and deal with all that. So, it is what it is. But I give him a F for tonight. Maxey, not a very efficient night shooting, but he's the reason why this team stayed in the game. Besides the points off turnovers, he's the reason why this team stayed in the game tonight. So I'm going to give Maxey a B. A B. I'll give him a B plus. Give him a B plus. And let's go Oubre. What are we going to grade Oubre? 40 minutes. I mean, he played the most minutes of anybody on the Sixers tonight. Probably out of anybody, on both sides of the Heat and the Sixers. He played the most minutes. 6 for 16 shooting. 1 for 5 shooting 3, 11 boards, 15 points. Give him a C. Give him a C. And the Sixers overall, I'll give him a D for didn't shoot well. No, for real though, these are the nights that you wish they had this win to make you feel better, especially here coming in on the the end of the first half of the season. We got the All-Star break. Just rough, especially after nice wins like last night against Dallas. So let's take a look at the scores across the league. There's a lot going on this Wednesday. So, of course, Sixers and Heat. Heat win 108-101. Wizards in the Nets. Wizards get the rare win 119 to what happened there? 119 to 102. Grizzlies blow out the Raptors 138 to 107. Spurs over the Hawks 126, 125 in a close one. The Cavs get a 3-point win over the Pistons 118 to 115. The Bucks and the Hornets just went final. Bucks get the win 112-102. Bucks and Sixers playing on Super Bowl Sunday, 2 p.m. That'll be interesting to see how many people even care about that one, right? Jazz and Warriors at halftime. Warriors up by 2, 58-56. Timberwolves in the Bulls right now. Need the Timberwolves to win. 117 to 102. 4.5 minutes left there in the fourth. The Pelicans and the Nuggets are at halftime. They're all tied up at 68 apiece. Suns and Thunder on ESPN now with about 8.5 minutes left. Suns are up by 2 on the Thunder. And the Kings and the Magic are just getting underway about halfway through the first quarter. 13-9. Excuse me. The Magic are up. So, guys, the next game for the 76ers is going to be Friday versus the Pistons. And then, like I just mentioned, Sunday against the Milwaukee Bucks. 76ers fall 20 or 2-20-30. Lose to the Miami Heat 108-101. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Postgame show, nothing but net on Stream Punk Entertainment. Make sure you guys tune in, follow, subscribe, and thank you. Have a good night. Be safe out there.